So, Your Honor, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking he's guilty already just because he's a peasant. But that's not the case, you know. Your king, King Louis, he wants to be a bully. But, you know, some people are not going to take this type of, how would I put it? I don't know, but some people wouldn't take this, you know. He wants to be a bully, and some people are going to stand up for themselves, you know. All right, so let me tell the story in his. No, I'm gonna tell it in my perspective because his perspective, he knows truly. But I'm gonna tell you what I know, what he told me. So this is the story, all right? He was outside messing with his cattle, you know, doing little farmer boy stuff, picking corn and stuff, you know. And out of nowhere, King Louis came up. He had one of his knights kill one of this man's cows, you know. All right. So my defendant, he didn't want to do anything at first, you know, but then he just killed more and more and more. So my defendant, he attacked King Louis. I'm not gonna lie. But this is the thing. King Louis's knights attacked him first. And all he did was defend himself, you know. So my point is, why would he just come up to a peasant? He could have did that to a noble or anybody with some money. You know? My defendant doesn't even owe him anything, you know. So that's what I'm trying to see. All right, so the whole little situation happened. And at the end, King Louis was like, you're going to do everything I said, you're going to work for me. And my defendant, he was like, no, I'm not. And he took off running. He just ran and ran and ran, you know. And he reached one of his friend's house. So he told his friend the whole situation. And, you know, his friend believed him because they know about King Louis, because there's been other incidents like this where King Louis has did the same exact thing. He does it over and over, you know. my bad. You know, so they made a little plan to overthrow King Louis. You know, I don't blame them, because I would have did the same exact thing, you know, because he did it to one of my family members, you know. All right, so they made a plan. All right, so he, you know what I'm saying? He went and got all his little peasant friends. I'm sorry for calling y'all peasants. I know y'all don't like that, you know. But he went and got all his peasant friends. You know, they came up with a little plan to overthrow them, you know. All right, so at the end of the day, they all went to the center circle of the city, you know. Yeah. All right, thank you. All right, so they went, I'm not gonna lie, they went while he was asleep. All right, so the knights had stopped them at first, but they had a little plan for that. And so one of the other peasants, he came up and knocked him out cold with a haymaker. This pow. All right, so then out of nowhere, the peasant that knocked him out just got stabbed straight to the heart. You know, they just went off. You know, but I know at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna look at them like they're wrong because they're peasants. All right. So then they beat all the knights. I don't know how they did it, Your Honor. I don't know how. That's the thing, I don't know. Okay. And then they marched into King Louis's room, his throne. They didn't even kill him. They didn't even touch him. All they did was say, you're going to leave right now. I'm not going to lie. They did say, or you'll die, because you're a bad king, you know. All right. So, yeah. So they told him to leave or else. But they weren't actually going to do anything. They just wanted him to leave, because I know everybody in this courtroom is tired of King Louis. Everybody here. Am I right? Yeah. My point exactly, you know. So in my opinion, they did nothing wrong. You know, my defendant, he at the end of the day, he was just defending himself. You know, because King Louis wanted to be a bully. You know, he wanted to be a bully and try to come, you know, he wanted to try to bully people. But how would Jesus feel about this? Did Jesus want us to do this? You know, because at the end of the day, we're on this earth for a purpose. We're supposed to do good, not all of that other bad stuff, you know. So at the end of the day, my defendant is not guilty of whatever crime you're trying to charge him with. Because at the end of the day, it was self-defense, you know. He came onto his property. I know he's a king and all, but you can't do that, you know. Yeah. So at the end of the day, I think, you know, King Louis should be kicked down from his throne. We should elect a new king, a better one, someone that can do good for us. You know, King Louis, he's like good at war, you know. But yeah, that's all I have to say. My defendant is not guilty.
Order in court, defendant not guilty.